Hi there. I am Shannon Elwood, the Scholar Coordinator for the George Snow Scholarship Fund. For today's Scholar Spotlight, we'll be introducing Rebecca Zerbo. Rebecca became a Snow Scholar in 2017 when she received the Mary Babione Vecchia Scholarship. She attends the University of Central Florida and is studying political science. So before we get into your choice for your major, I did want to ask you if you could talk about the nonprofit that you started when you were in, I think it was high school, maybe middle school actually, if you could just talk about the origin of that nonprofit.
So I started Positive Pocket because of a bullying incident that occurred in middle school, and I established it with the mission to inspire, motivate, and empower others who were going through different situations. I wanted it to really become a symbol that you matter and you make a difference, and that no matter what situation you're in, it's how you deal with it that's most important.
What did Positive Pocket do exactly?
So it originally started out with these small cards with positive phrases on it that you could keep in your back pocket, put in a lunch bag, put in your wallet, to kind of secure those positive feelings. So when you were feeling down or anxious, you had that security. And then it just became education and presenting and going to different shows and speaking engagements. And it was really great because I was able to not only grow Positive Pocket, but I was able to grow with the community as well.
What led you to the field of political science?
So growing up, I've always been involved in community service and activism. And after researching, I realized the opportunities, especially within UCF, of majoring in political science in terms of education and what I was interested in. UCF actually has 3 tracks that you can pick from within political science, and I chose international relations. So with this, I was able to plan courses that I wanted to take my first year, and because of that, I also ended up planning out my entire 4 years. So now I'll be graduating not only with a degree in political science, but with certificates in diplomacy and national security and intelligence. And it's really cool. And I think a great perk of studying poli-sci is being able to practice communication and discussion skills and creating compromise, being a solutionist. And those are such important core characteristics when you're going into any field, I think.
I think so too. And I believe I overheard that you're currently studying for the LSAT. Is that right?
Yes, I take it at the end of August. This way it gives me enough time where if I feel like I want to retake it, I have that little safety net. But I'm really going to take this month to just kind of practice questions, make sure I have the LSAT mentality down. And I'm really excited to take it and see, how much I can apply what I know into a test that is supposed to be really hard, but also lead you into a path of law.
What has been your favorite part of being a Snow Scholar?
I've most enjoyed being able to make those connections and definitely take advantage of the experiences that George Snow offers the scholars. Because of the program, I was able to get CPR certified, which is just a life skill that I can take with me even after I graduate. It's so much more than just a scholarship. It's really become a family that supports and encourages me to be my best self. And so I think that that's such an enjoyable experience that I'm always experiencing.
And we really do believe in the Snow family concept. And, you're entering your senior year and, very soon you'll be graduating and starting a career. But I think it's really important for you and for others to know that that doesn't mean that you're no longer a part of the Snow family. Like, we love keeping in touch with our alumni, and we just love hearing how everyone's doing and having random visits. It's really exciting for us because unfortunately we don't get to spend as much time as we would like to with our scholars, since you're all you can go anywhere. You don't have to stay local to Florida, and so you know, we usually only contact our students through email or phone. So the times that we do get to actually hear how they're doing and check in on them, it's really nice for us.
Exactly. One thing that I always like to do is at the end of every semester, I compile like a big email and I send pictures of the semester and all of the things that I've been doing. And so I know that that's really appreciated, but it's also a great time for me to reflect on everything that I've done. So I think it's really nice to share that.
I do remember that email that you sent a couple weeks ago. I think you sent it to Leslie and then she shared it with
Yeah.
me. Yeah,
Love Leslie. She's great.
she
You know,
is.
we actually got to talk on the phone a couple weeks
Mhm.
ago, so that was really nice. But she's definitely someone that, you know, I consider a mentor, especially because of the program. And she's always been very supportive of me and wanting to help me and make sure that everything that I need is being taken care of.
Yeah, I agree with you. I consider her to be a mentor as well, and I think we're lucky to have her at Georgetown.
Agreed.
So before we go, is there anything else about yourself that you would like to share?
Um, I think for me, I've had a lot of experiences and opportunities that I'm so grateful for, and that with everything that I go after, I make sure that I'm giving my best effort, being willing and eager to learn and grow. I believe that there's always something that I can do better, and that my journey of being involved in the community, you know, making friendships, being reliable and responsible, putting myself sometimes in uncomfortable positions, it's really shown me the importance of being and loving myself, setting those boundaries, and being proud of my successes and hard work that I can share with those around me and not just kind of have myself. I think that's really important, is being able to share that. And, you know, with what I want to do in the future, you know, I want to go to law school and become a lawyer and maybe even a judge in the future. That's something I've been looking into. I
Wow.
think that those fundamental characteristics, you know, of having empathy, being problem solving, thinking critically, that applies anywhere, no matter what you're doing in the world. And I think that that's just something very special that I've come to recently be proud of in myself.